of weeks ago, you were talking about hoping for an upturn in form from your team. You've had a win away from home at Weymouth and a fantastic result against Stockport on Saturday. It just shows how quickly things can turn around, doesn't it?
Exactly, and if you keep the faith in the players that that have got it, then eventually, and you hope sooner rather than later, their form comes out. And then once the good form comes out and you get a couple of results, then the confidence, lads, get more confident in themselves, in their mates, in the team, in the whole team, in the tactics, all that sort of thing. And it's nice always to go into the next game with full of confidence and happy.
What's the mood been like in the camp? I'm sure that it's always upbeat anyway, being the way that you are, Gaffer. But what's it been like following 2 wins?
It's always good, because nobody, when you're losing, they feel that sometimes that you mustn't smile, or you mustn't look like you're enjoying the training, or enjoying after a defeat. But no, we've got a good group of lads. There's some good characters, good personalities, and they've got the right level of personality when we win and when we lose. I've never had to pull somebody for being frivolous after we've lost, or but of course it's always better when you've won a game and everything's a lot more relaxed and etc. But when it gets to this stage of the week, later on in the week, with another important game to go, then the main thing is that they concentrate on what we're giving them, whether it be tactics, set plays, opposition's strengths and weaknesses, whatever it is, they've got to concentrate around about this time.
You've been saying all season, Gaffer, that these players are good enough. They just weren't showing it for one reason or another. It must be nice to see that your faith is paying off now. Dan Martin, who's one of these players that's been joined in the summer, was excellent on Saturday, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I read somewhere that some people, or it might even be one person, felt that it was a bad summer group of signings. Well, there's a few of them that we've seen now why we signed them, and you sign them sometimes for the future, and some of them have come good. They've all shown an ability. Now they got to have the opportunity and show, and it's the chicken or the egg, which way round is that? But they're going to be regular first team players, and some of them have done that over the last few weeks, and I'm really pleased they have.
And of course it was an older head that actually ended up scoring the winner on Saturday. It must have been nice to actually see a penalty put away, because penalties haven't recently been our friend, haven't they?
No, that's right, and I think Asa was one of those, wasn't he, that missed the penalty previously. So I think we had Mox down as maybe the penalty taker, but I think he got a little knock, as it were, from the actual, he created the penalty, but Asa tucked it away really nice, and it was a good drive. And if you hit the ball that well, keeper's got to be very quick to get across there so low and so wide, and it was a good penalty. But if Tonbridge are watching this, he's definitely going to put it the other side this time.
So you've mentioned Tonbridge. Change of competition, of course, on Saturday in the FA Trophy, a competition, of course, that you've won before. Where does the FA Trophy rank in your priorities throughout the season?
I think you've got to. I've said it, haven't I, a million times, but it's always the next game that's the most important, and you have to concentrate on. And the trophy is important because we want the game's important because we want to keep our momentum. B, when you get to the later rounds of the trophy, and especially the final, it can be a great day and a great coup for the club late in the season, sort of thing. So no, it's a good one to be in at the moment, especially when it doesn't take away any fixtures. Later rounds, like it's not the next round, but the next one after that, it tends to, you have to reschedule your league games once you get another couple of games into the trophy. So that's the only little problem that you have. But you only have a couple of them, and then you're into the semis and the finals.
And finally, Gaffer, what are you expecting from Tonbridge as a team that we've never actually faced before as a club?
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, you know, we didn't know them at all or that well. Obviously, we knew that they're in the Conference South, so they're no mugs. There can't be any mugs if they've got to this round and played a few games. I think a couple of seasons ago they played Bradford in the FA Cup or something, and that was one of their big games. I think they're classing our game as their second biggest game in their history. So I had to find out what their biggest one was. And they've got players that you know, can cause you a problem if you're not playing yourself or you think this is going to be an easy game. It's not. No game's easy, especially if you go below your standards. And we've got to keep those standards up, and keep those standards going, and then you've got no excuses then. But what we mustn't do is go to Tonbridge and feel that you know, we're too cool to be looking like we're trying. Do you know what I mean? We've got to go there and do a job.